everyone's got the right mentality as far as going out onto the field and just taking care of the business that we know how to do. We just play our game, and we just make sure that every time we're on that field, we're just staying calm. We're just doing what we know how to do, and it's really just it's obvious in all of the success we've had.
You won a conference title. You're in position to get it. You've got Lamar this weekend, and it's a huge weekend for what Central Arkansas and McNeese State are going to be battling for. That's the number 1 and 4 teams in the conference. You and Lamar are 2 and 3. I mean, could you script a better final weekend in regular season play?
No, you really can't. And for us, it's really exciting going into this weekend because we have worked so hard. I've said, I've only been here for the 2 years, and just in the 2 years that I have been here, just seeing what this team has accomplished and what we've gone through just as a whole, it's just really, it's really bittersweet going in and knowing the end is near, but we still have so much more to accomplish.
Coach Thibodeaux, it's not a detriment if you have a struggling softball program and a struggling baseball program. You know, you're going to have players that always hang out and know one another, but when both programs are clicking and they're winning and you have that mutual support system in play, I mean, obviously every player on both rosters knows one another well, and you see each supporting one another at events. How have you noticed that affecting the entire mindset with the program when people who know one another well are seeing each other succeed on a really high level?
Yeah, it's been awesome too. You have to know that we get to see things not everyone sees. Watching these girls train in the weight room, you know, you don't see that. You just see their success, but it comes from something, and I think that their chemistry is awesome. Watching them train all fall when people weren't watching, you know, at 6 o'clock in the morning they were running sprints, and you see them out on the turf when we were out there training, and just to see these girls. But you knew even last year that there's some really good players, and they were going to be a seasoned club and had some good recruits coming in, and I'm just really happy for them. But I know that this is not – they didn't just wake up on the right side of the bed and it happened. They worked hard for this. They have some great players like the young lady sitting to my left, and I'm very proud and happy for them. And I just want, like, for you guys just to enjoy it. It's so much fun. Don't rush through it. These times never come around very long, and they're hard to get back to. So I'm not giving advice because I'm searching for ways myself, but I'm proud and appreciative that you guys are such great leaders for our university, and thank you for being a great leader for our athletic department. You've done an awesome job in your time here.
Thank you, appreciate it.
Yeah, so listen, no pressure, just enjoy it, right? Enjoy the weekend because you never know when this will happen again in your career. So I'm pulling for you guys. Our whole baseball program is pulling. Yeah,
definitely.
One thing that's really intriguing about the development of the season, okay, first things first, you want to win the Southland Conference title, but there were reports throughout the Southland Twitter feed today that Southland might be a 2-bid lead in softball right now. Knowing that, you can lock this thing up in the conference tournament in Lake Charles next week and make it to the NCAA tournament, that's great, but your resume is that appreciated. It speaks to the whole body of work, the 11-game winning streak, the 15-1 record at home, another road sweep.
Yeah, it's really nice to know that people are seeing what we're doing and appreciating it. So, I mean, I'm speechless as far as what, like I've said, what we've accomplished. It's just continuing on this pace that we've been moving at. Going into this weekend, we just know that we have some business to take care of, and we have more than enough capability to do that.
Stepping back real quick and looking at it from a different lens. You know, you're from Illinois. You transferred here 2 years ago. I know you have to focus on what's in front of you, but I'm sitting here at Walk-Ons across from one of the largest softball complexes in South Louisiana, and I cannot tell you, this goes for Seth, obviously, how many conversations are being held in the community about nickel softball and baseball from younger players that have their weekend tournaments. And we saw it Friday. How many 11, 12-year-olds were at the park, Seth?
It was awesome, yes. And how much the conversation, like you're saying, is being had, but everywhere I go, people want to talk about nickel softball as well. And it's so much more to do with the people that they have and players like Alexis. It's just a treat.
Knowing that Nichols and Thibodeaux probably wasn't on your radar when you were growing up in the Midwest, and the impact you've had here, the success the program has had, and how many young kids in the community are trying to be Alexis Huss now when they grow up. Man, that must hit you.
It does, and just like at the baseball games, I've been to games and I've seen the kids there. I see the kids coming out to our games. It's really cool. We have the turnouts at our summer camps and our winter camps, and just seeing all the kids who are already involved with the sports, it's really exciting to know that they have such big futures ahead of them if they just keep putting in the work. And I'm glad that between the baseball and the softball team, we can be the role models that they have to look forward, to look up to as far as their future goes.
You know, we had Joey and Ethan on the previous segment. They're freshmen and sophomore. The youth movement has consumed the conversation with Nichols softball this year, and it's not neglecting what the seniors have done. It's just crazy to have this many good freshmen on a team. How have you adjusted maybe your leadership approach and recognizing, wow, this is special. This is lightning in a bottle with what's going on with some of your freshmen?
Our freshmen are really willing to learn. They're really open-minded, and they have just really responded well to anything that we throw at them. We have a big senior class and we have a big freshman class. So it's been a nice opportunity to pretty much it's almost one-on-one as far as the seniors and the freshmen go. And then we've got the sophomores and the juniors in the middle. I mean, we have a large junior class and a little bit of a smaller sophomore class, but we still, as a whole, we've got enough maturity in our upper class, and it's just been cool to see how the freshmen have grown, because they started out, they came in and they had the motivation, and it's obviously shown through.
Coach,
I'll tell you this, I don't want to interrupt, but freshmen, from my view as a coach, always take the personality of their upperclassmen.
Okay.
And so if you have freshmen that are having tremendous success, it's because the upperclassmen have showed them the way and allowed them to be successful without, in cutting their growth or development. So it speaks volumes about the leadership on their team.
How does leadership change every off season? How is it a moving, breathing, living component of a team?
It never ends, in my opinion, and she can tell you probably, I think they probably came back or thought about all summer about the opportunity to be really, really good here. And she probably, like most of the girls, and I'm speaking for her and I apologize, but I get to see it from the outside, but a little bit closer, and just watching them train and do the things they do, and the way they handle themselves in the weight room, the way they walk, the way they talk, their persona, their attitude, their chemistry. You can feel it. You can feel when you're around a winner, and it's been a treat to be around these girls all year long.
Alexis, it's not like Nichols softball has been dormant. It's been competitive, but to do what you are doing this season, it is almost more impressive than a club putting together a 40-win campaign that was unexpected, that's had that success before. When you break every program record and you do it by just punching that brick wall and destroying it, how does that happen?
It goes back to when I was recruited here. I just remember Coach Santiago and Coach Jess saying that they're building this program, and coming in, they wanted girls who were going to step up and make a difference. And between all of the new girls that we have, we have accomplished what they have wanted since I've gotten here, at least. And it's been a building process, and I think that we've finally really reached the point where we want to be, but we're not quite done yet. And we can't emphasize that enough, because we still have one more weekend, we still have conference, and then beyond that. So,
well, you need to enjoy senior weekend a little bit.
Yeah,
I know it's full steam ahead, but this is going to be pretty cool for you.
It is, and I can't believe it's here already. I mean, I know everyone says it, it's so cliche, but senior year, you think it's so far away when you're a freshman, a sophomore, and here we are after a blink. Yeah.
Lamar, they're in town with the number 3 spot in the conference. Colonels are half game back in McNeese for first. They're in second after another sweep. Coach Thibodeaux, life on the road. You're taking on ULM. They're 2-5 against Southland Conference teams, but it's still a Sun Belt opponent. You'll play them tomorrow night, and then at Houston Baptist. They've got a little payback they're trying to brew up after back-to-back tough weekends for them.
Yeah, we just got to do what we're good at. Just like the ladies have to do the same thing. Just focus on what we're good at and take care of our own business and control your own destiny. And I'll tell you this, Alexis, everyone that eats, sleeps, breathes Nichols will be following every single pitch this weekend that you guys have, so enjoy the ride.
And that's exciting to think about. That really is.
Yeah, it's fun. So we're pulling for you. We have a big weekend ahead, too, and both teams are getting hot at the right time, and I think all the hard work is paying off. Go Colonels.
Without a doubt.
Thanks, Alexis. Appreciate it. This is the Seth Thibodeaux Show. We'll do it again next Monday, 6 to 7 p.m. live from Walk-On's Bistro and Bar in Homa.